Okay, here we have Lambeau and Karen, and we're going to show you everything he's learned while he's been here for board and train. The first thing we work on is teaching the dogs their name is a command, and that means to look up and make eye contact. Just like that. You say his name, he should look up, and you give him lots and lots of praise. You can even give him a treat. I don't think he wants a train.
He might.
You can give him a treat.
Lambeau, yes.
Good job. And you don't want to repeat his name. If he doesn't look, you can touch him, you can jiggle your leash, flick his ear, anything to make him look, and then praise. And then we work on teaching the puppies to sit. What we do with sit is a verbal command as well as a hand signal. Just like that. And when he does sit for you, lots and lots of praise. You want to say his name first because you can't get him to do anything if you don't have his attention. So you want to say his name, say Lambeau, he should look, and then you ask him to sit, or any command. Always say the name before you ask for a command.
Lambeau, sit. Good boy.
Good job. Superstar. After they learn sit, we teach them to sit stay.
Stay.
Stay is a flat hand in front of the face as well as the verbal command of stay. And he's used to some distractions.
Boy,
good job. We throw the ball, we can walk around him. We've had other dogs in here. If he were to move, you would say no or Remind him of what he's doing, so that means you put him back on the stay, tell him to stay, and then remind him that he's doing a great job when he does it.
Okay.
Okay is our release command. That means he's no longer on a stay command and he can get up and move around and do whatever he feels like doing.
Let's go.
Next thing we do is loose leash walking. We teach the dogs to walk at our left side. On a loose leash, the snap hook should stay below the dog's neck and you should have a little loop in the leash. You can have a little tension on the leash if you need to make a quick correction, but then you need to let the leash loose again. If he doesn't walk with you well, you can do some about turns or some circles. Those things will get his attention back on you, and then praise, praise, praise when he's walking exactly the way you want him to. Good boy. When we come to a halt, you saw him come up and sit. If he doesn't do that for you, just remind him. Just say his name and ask him to sit. Next thing we teach is a down command, and we did use treats with him for down because he was a little nervous and wasn't quite sure what we wanted him to do. And this is common in older dogs that haven't really had any training.
Yeah, he was very worried and very, very stiff to be manipulated into a down position. He's a lot more relaxed now. He does do it sometimes on his own. Good boy.
Lots of praise for him. You can see how he enjoys being rubbed, making it very, very fun and a happy experience for him when he does lay down. If he doesn't do it, physically manipulate him into the down. You don't want to repeat the commands.
Ready? Down.
You can see how Karen will just kind of gently manipulate him down. She didn't repeat the command, but she put her hand on him and just gently put him in the down and then give him the treat. And then lots of praise and petting so he's relaxed and happy.
Stay.
And the stay is the same. If he gets up, you say no or You saw he immediately stopped. He self-corrected himself. That's a good sign.
Good stay.
Put him back down, remind him to stay. If he gets up several times, you just put him back on his down several times and remind him to stay.
Very good. Good stay.
Good job.
Good stay. Good boy.
When you get him at home, we recommend that you work the dogs separately from each other. Take one in a spare room. Shut the other dogs out, work with each dog one-on-one. I would recommend doing that at least the first week or 10 days, possibly 2 weeks, depending on how well the dogs respond to you. Then you can start working them around each other. And also you can use your private lesson to get instruction on how to get the dogs to respond to the commands when they're all in the same room.
Lambeau, come. Good boy.
Next thing we teach the dogs is a come command. We say their name, he should look, and then you say come. You don't want to run it all together. You want it to be Lambeau, he looks, and then come. And lots of praise when he comes to you, lots of praise while he's in the process of coming. You want the come to command to be a happy, fun thing for him to do. Puppy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Good boy. So you don't want him.
Lambeau, come.
Good. Up, almost. There we go. And that's a big distraction to come away from a person. So good job, Lambeau. Good job, Lambeau.
Okay.
But you'll need to get yourself a 20-foot long line. Get a lightweight one. We sell them. Pet stores sell them. You want to take him out to the park, front door, back door. I'm sorry, backyard, front yard. Practice your come command in a variety of places.
Good boy. Stay.
We also recommend using the commands he's learned as a part of your daily routine. So you can have him sit stay before you go in and out of open doors, sit stay before you feed him, down stay while you watch TV or eat a meal. Just some basic manners that he can have while he's at the house with you. As far as Lambeau being a nuisance to visitors, use the commands that he's learned when people come to the house. Have his leash and training collar on him. That way you can get him by the leash and get him to calm down and do some sit stays and down stays. Make sure people ignore him until he settles down. Don't ever pet him when he's jumping or barking or excited. You want him to be very calm and sitting or laying down, and then people can pet him. And you do have a private lesson per dog, and each dog comes with 6 classes back here at school. So you'll have lots of follow-up training so you can learn how to work best with Lambeau.